Good evening, everyone. I am Kathy Carone. I'm co-chair of this Economic Development Commission, and I'll be chairing the meeting tonight. We'll call to order.
You just want to strike the gavel.
I know I do. Is there any public comment?
Do we get anything?
No. This portion of the meeting is specifically set aside for comments from the public who are asked to limit their comments to 2 minutes. Any person interested in providing public comment remotely should email publicmeetings@rockyhillct.gov prior to 4 p.m. on the day of the meeting, at which time a link will be provided to attend the meeting, as well as the instructions on how to participate. Okay, so the next thing on the agenda is the approval of last minutes of June 10th.
I think we're going to need to table that because you and Sean weren't here last. You need 2 people, I believe.
Oh,
So we'll just push it to the next meeting.
okay. All right, so we'll table item 3. Middlesex Chamber update. Do we have a Middlesex Chamber update tonight?
So as far as the Middlesex Chamber, they're going through a renovation phase. So their Main Street Middletown location is temporarily closed. They're on High Street in Middletown currently for the next 12 to 14 months. And so they're looking for places to host meetings, and Rocky Hill will actually be hosting the Economic Development Steering Committee meeting on September 9th.
Oh.
So, anything else for Alan? Anything interesting that you know of with the chamber?
No, this is kind of the quiet time when I think a lot of the
Yeah.
committees take a month off, and obviously with the
Yes.
move, they took a little bit of time off as well. We do have an upcoming, did they set a place for the next Rocky Hill meeting? Maybe not?
It might be here at the community center.
I feel like they did set a date and time for that. Let me see if I can, I'll poke around a little bit and see if I get that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nothing else with the chamber? That's it?
Yeah, like what Alan said, it's been a bit
Yeah,
slow with the
it's been
summer, so we
slow.
haven't had
Summer
division
months.
meetings
Yeah,
or
this is when they take
Right.
a little bit of time off.
that's about it.
Manager's report.
Okay, so the first one, I've created some new welcome cards for new businesses in town. So it's just like a personalized little postcard kind of that is signed by myself, Ray, and Lisa. We sent some out about 2 weeks ago, and I'm sure that if the business here tonight officially comes to Rocky Hill, we will send you a postcard as well.
Do you have a copy of that?
I don't, I'm sorry. I can send you a digital copy, but I did not bring it to the meeting tonight. I apologize.
Yeah, I just want to see what it looks like and what it says.
Sure, I can email that out.
Shoot it over, or after the meeting, if you got one on your desk or something.
I do, yeah, I actually do have some in my office, so
Sweet.
we can pop over there real quick.
No, but that's good.
Are the welcome cards coming from the town or from the chamber?
No, not from the chamber. They're not related to the chamber at all. It's coming straight from my office, and I designed them myself, and yeah, totally designed it myself. And I sign it, Ray signs it, Lisa signs it, so it has that bit of a personalized touch to it. So, any other questions before we move on?
No.
Business directory. This has been so fun. I've been making quite a lot of progress with the business directory over the summer. Obviously, as we just mentioned with the Middlesex Chamber, the summer is a bit of a slower period, so I've had a lot of time to drive around and go to a lot of the businesses, and particularly the strip malls, the plazas, the business parks, which we have a whole lot of them in town. I have, a spreadsheet on my computer, and I actually counted up just how many business plazas we have in town, and it's pretty much approaching 50. between 40 and 50 we have in town. If it's, the business parks, it's the buildings on the Silas Deane Highway that have multiple floors, and sometimes it's not easy to tell like what's in there. Sometimes there's no signage, or even with the internet's not always accurate, and the signage isn't always accurate because the landlords don't update the signs. So it's definitely challenging and time consuming, but that should be completed by the fall, I want to say.
Did we find a database to put all this into? I think that we were
So-
talking about that last time, how we were going to kind of,
Right, that's something I'm still sort of working on to see how I can make that as user-friendly as possible, because, I mean, I can, plug things into an Excel sheet, any type of sheet, but then to actually transfer all that good information to a document that residents can easily access and navigate, that's still something that I'm trying to, that's a good question. So if anybody has recommendations for like what's a good mechanism to insert all this data once we have all this data with like hundreds of businesses, like individual little, it's a lot. So,
but
yeah.
you don't want it accessible to the businesses. So you want it accessible, but not input-wise.
Oh, where like businesses can change it themselves?
and-
No.
Right.
No, I don't think, that's another good question. I don't think, I would want to have my eyes on that at all times and keep track of the changes happening and know what's going on, like even if there was a new business that came to town, or if there was a business that left for some reason or changed locations right down the street. I wouldn't want them to do that on their own. I would want to know that myself. And I think if you have too many people working on the same project, it might get a bit confusing and not clear. So I would want to kind of take charge of that.
Right.
So. Any other questions about the directory or the timeline of the directory? Okay.
Sounds like we're making some progress on it.
I'm really trying, you guys. Okay, moving on. This is something I'm very excited about. There's a new business coming to 301 Hammer Mill Road. I believe in October they're officially coming here from their downtown Hartford location. It's the commercial printer Joseph Merritt. They officially signed their lease. I've been in contact with them since about January, and of course I couldn't officially say anything until they signed the lease. But I have met with them here in Town Hall and had many, phone calls, email discussions with them. And it's a family-owned business, and these two brothers that are spearheading it, that are running it, and they're very, very nice and very pleasant to talk to. And it's been amazing to see it through all the way, especially since it's the first business that I've helped procure to come here since I started almost a year ago. I can't believe it's been almost a year already. So I'm so excited that they chose Rocky Hill, and they looked at other surrounding towns, and they asked me in a meeting, they were like, "Oh, why should we choose Rocky Hill?" And I'm so excited for this. So.
Well, they will blend,
Thank
because a lot
you.
of Rocky Hill is family-owned businesses, so it's really.
Yeah. And I mean, we have a lot of, Rocky Hill is good in that sense for like industrial and, a lower mill rate. I mean, Hartford's mill rate is like double
Right.
what we are. So I think that's a good selling factor in a way. So yeah, it's been great to see that come through, and they will be getting a welcome card. So, yeah, and maybe we could do like
Big ribbon cutting ceremony.
a big ribbon cutting ceremony, and maybe a business visitation eventually down the line to say, hey, how's everything going in your new location? Is there anything we can do for you? Type of thing. So, to be completely honest, the Joseph Merritt moving from Hartford to Rocky Hill inspired me to do the welcome cards, because I'm like, how can I show these businesses like how appreciative we are here in town that they're choosing us out of all the other places in central Connecticut to go. So I wanted to do something that's like, you know, what can I send them in the mail, like just to say thank you? And I'm like, well, just a simple thank you card I think could go a long way. So,
Well, I think for that, building off of that, I mean, I'm sure all the hard work that was done by you and the team to get them here was phenomenal. But I think
Thank
after
you.
that, I think this committee and others in the town should reach out to them
yes.
at intervals and should do a check-in. Yeah, it shouldn't just be a postcard. It should be more than that. And
Yeah.
the
More
mayor,
personal.
anybody should really, yes, I think that's something that makes us unique. So I would really encourage that, and whatever we can do to help, go visit, like you said, a visitation trip or something would be great. But they should be reached out to and to understand how things are going and anything that could be done, because they could talk, other businesses will, you know, and there might be another business that comes in that might want to bring other aspects of their
Maybe we
business.
can do
Well,
like,
they're a-
remember the networking we used to do, networking meetings, and let them host like a networking thing?
Yeah.
That's great.
Where a lot, and you could send out a blast, you know, an email blast to.
Yes.
Well,
To let everybody
yeah.
know,
And to his point, they're a commercial printer.
right.
Commercial printers have commercial clients. So they obviously, you know, have connections there that if they are talking positively about their experience in moving to Rocky Hill, then, you know, that bodes well. So Hammer Mill Road is off like Dividend Old Forge area, right?
Correct. So it's a bit
By, like,
off
True
Old
Green?
Ford Yep. So it's
Behind CT Pharma type?
it's directly across from True Green. There,
Okay.
I believe there's an empty
Has
space.
it been, do we know how long that's been empty?
I'm not sure.
Is this a purchase? Did they purchase the building? Or
No,
they-
they're
signed a
leasing.
lease.
Oh,
They're
they signed a
leasing,
lease,
yeah.
that's right, you did say that.
It's Uccello Development that has that building there, so they leased with Uccello. I believe that's how you say his name.
Ucello? From town?
Yes,
Ucello? Nice.
yes,
Okay, so they're local people too.
yes. So, and that's, I believe, when I last spoke to them, that's one of the reasons why they chose that particular building. They liked that the landlord was on site,
Yeah.
so.
No, that's good, because I think it was like, I want to say it was like science something,
Science games?
yes.
Yes.
And I think they left like a number of years ago.
That's what I'm trying to figure out with this
Remember the-
business directory, because if you
Yeah.
go on the internet, it says they are still there, but I
But-
don't think they are
But
anymore.
also, something cool is, so Joseph Merritt, this is 75 years that they've been at their current location, but they've been around for over 100 years in Hartford.
Yeah. They've been there forever. I was
Right.
born and raised in Hartford,
Oh,
but.
They were founded in 1908
Yeah,
in Hartford.
they've been
Wow.
there a long
Yeah.
time.
that's very cool.
That's good.
Really
We
nice.
are so honored that they are
That's
coming
exactly-
here. That's
yeah,
awesome.
Exactly.
Good cat.
Okay. Anything else about that?
No?
Okay. And then this last part on my report, it wasn't in the agenda because I got an update about the CGI banners after I sent out the agenda. The person who's in charge of this came to my office and he gave an update saying that they plan to install the banners by the end of the summer. So it should be like he's doing finishing touches about now, and they're going to be printing out the banners. And they had some issues with the actual graphic design for some of the logos with the businesses. They want to make sure they get it right so that the logos are easy to read when people are driving by. So they're finishing the details on that, and then they're going to put the America's 250th theme banners on the Silestein like soon. Obviously, it's the end of summer, so like anytime now. Any questions on that?
So they're installing new banners, like they're replacing the
Yes,
ones?
yes.
Okay.
Yep.
And can businesses still kind of jump on that and order banners?
Yes, I believe he said he didn't have all of the slots filled, so he's hoping that when the banners do go up, other businesses will look at them and say, oh, wow, that actually looks really good. I want to put mine up there as well.
Who do you contact for that?
His name is Al Force. It's the same guy who did it like 2 years ago with these current banners up. So if anyone's interested, I do have his contact information. I can send his info to anybody. He is looking for more businesses, and I believe he said you don't have to be on the Silestein to get a banner.
Where else would you get it? Where are they putting them?
It will be,
You mean the business doesn't have to be
yes, the
located
business doesn't have to be,
in town?
right, you just have to be in town,
Okay.
so. Anything else?
Good job.
Thank you, that's it for me.
Okay. What am I reading? I'm reading the wrong agenda here. Hold on. Okay. Next, we have a presentation by the Rock House School of Music, who is another family-owned business that's looking to come into town. So I'd like to introduce, I'm sorry, I don't know your names. I know we introduced ourselves earlier, but Rock House School of Business. You can come right
School
up
of
to
Music.
your, or School of Music, sorry.
No, you're good. We don't bite.
Okay. All right, so I'm John McCarthy and
I'm Kathy McCarthy.
Kathy McCarthy. So we own Rock House School of Music. We opened our first school actually in the 80s, late 80s in West Haven. And I opened my first music school in my parents' basement and when I was a sophomore in high school. And from that point, I kicked my parents out of the house. And when I said, it's time you go on your own. I'm going to take over this house and make it. No, so we made, I did buy the house from my parents, and we ended up turning that whole house into a school. And that was the first school. We opened our second school in Wallingford in 2019.
19.
Yep. And it's on Center Street in Wallingford. And, we have had, decent success there, and we wanted to move further up north. West Haven to Wallingford is 20 minutes away, and so we were looking to go more up north 91, and this is about 20 minutes away, and we had some students that actually came to Wallingford from Rocky Hill, and they were saying that we should look into Rocky Hill, and, it's a pretty centrally located city as well. Besides the people that come to us from the city, the surrounding cities do come to our schools, which is a good thing for Rocky Hill too. My background is I write instructional programs. I've written over 60 different musical books for learning how to play guitar, piano, bass guitar, ukulele, vocal. We have a Little Rockers program that we have for children 3.5 to 7. It's called Little Rockers.
Drums are on the back, Bergen. Drums are on the back.
Yeah, we have a drum course that we're working on right now. My books are sold in Barnes & Noble, and we have them in Guitar Center. And we use that as the core of our curriculum for the school. Unlike other schools, we have a really strict policy for training our teachers. We have a teacher certification course that we created that they all have to go through. So if you're not just a good musician, you have to be a good teacher as well. And the whole course goes through the philosophy of teaching, how to excite students, how to make them, excited to go home and practice and make it fun and exciting for them. How to communicate with them, how to communicate with the parents. So the whole course that we have that they have to go through really ensures that they're great teachers as well as good players. We created our own platform that we use for our schools called AmpliTeach. And it's a platform that runs our scheduling, invoicing, the curriculum, everything that runs the schools on this platform. The students all get, they get their own accounts on it. Teachers have their own accounts, and we run the whole school through that. Through that platform, all the students that come in, they get lesson assignments through videos and audio tracks. So the teacher goes one-on-one with the students. Then when they leave, the teacher sends them a music assignment and has videos that correspond with every lesson, audio tracks, PDF, worksheets, everything that corresponds with it so to help them practice at home. So we've really had a lot of success because we've covered a lot of the bases, with the new technology, with everybody, learning online too, but we combine that into the one-on-one lessons. What else? So we also, I also had a company through Rock House. It was called the Rock House Method, and that's what our books were under. But we had an instructional DVD company, and from the late 90s until the early 2010s, we worked with a lot of different famous musicians from bands like Disturbed, Ozzy, Testament, Megadeth, The Meters,
Living Color.
Living Color. There's about 50 or 60 different bands that I work with. And what I did is I studied the guitar player or bass player or singer's style, and then I wrote the programs for them. I taught them how to teach because, again, they were great players but not necessarily good teachers. So I wrote the program for them. I showed them how to teach it, and then we shot instructional videos, and they were all on DVDs that we were sold all around the world. We have a lot of those musicians as music ambassadors for our school, and they come in when they're in town and they visit the school, and we do like workshops with them. When we opened our school in Wallingford, we had like Carmine Appice, who's the drummer from Rod Stewart, and Ozzy and Vanilla Fudge. He came and he performed. We had an outside concert in the parking lot, and he performed, and it was a great gala for the grand opening. One of my good friends, Doug Wimbish from the band Living Color, he lives up in Hartford, which is really close. And he was really excited when I told him that we were looking to open up a business here. He said he wants to come here a lot and hang out with the students, and he's really hands-on. He's a really great guy, and he likes to give back to the communities. We run a lot of events through our nonprofit called Wimbashes, where we have a bunch of the famous musicians come and play, and we raise money to help the kids, for music programs.
Tell them about the nonprofit, though.
Yeah, so we also have a nonprofit that we run, which is called Teach Kids Music. It's teachkidsmusic.org. And we want to have an office up here. We have an office in West Haven and in Wallingford. We'd like to have one here. And basically what we do is we have the state gives us some grants, and we get money for music lessons, instruments, and we run a open mic once a month for the community, for a youth open mic. And it gives the kids a safe place to come and perform. And, it's for the children that are less fortunate. Like we have students that, grandmother's raising, a grandson because the parents maybe had issues with drugs or something like that. And she's working 2 jobs, but the kid's really musical and she can't afford lessons. So we help to, give them free lessons. It might be somebody who, just needs an instrument to get started with music, to start the musical journey. We have used instrument drives where we get used instruments, gently used. We clean them up, restring the guitars, rehead the drums, and we give them out for free to students that need them. So it helps to bring more music to the whole community. What else do we do? But it's our passion. We love it. We really love seeing the fruits of the kids learning how to play. Just this past January, and the January before, we had a group of students go out to this big music trade show in Anaheim. It's called the NAMM show. It's the National Association of Music Merchants. And basically, it's a trade show, and all the major music companies go there, and anybody who endorses a product like, Elton John will be there, Slash will be there, because they endorse the products and they go there to help. And they have performances every day. And we got chosen to play there because I sent them a video of the kids playing. And this year they got to play the main stage, and the stage was like huge, the biggest stage you could ask. And these kids killed it there too. Stevie Wonder was there watching them. Wow. The band Slipknot was there. They were all excited because the kids love that, with the band with the masks and everything like that. So anyway, we're very passionate about what we do. And
We teach adults, too.
yeah, we do have adult students, not just kids. Yeah, we have
The bands.
Yeah, and we have band classes every week. What happens is the people come for one-on-one lessons, and then once they get to that point, our teacher will let us know that they're ready. We put them in a pool to form bands, and then they would come once a week to meet they come for the lesson once a week, but then they come once a week to meet as a band with a band director, and they work on songs, and we do performances. Some of the adults bands, they do open mics on their own in clubs. The young kids, we do those youth open mics that we get sponsored with Teach Kids Music.
I would like to be active in the parades and stuff.
Yeah, we have. We do a lot of the parades, like
Festivals.
festivals. Like we're doing the Durham Fair. We have a couple bands going to Durham Fair this year.
St. Patrick's Day.
St. Patrick's Day, we do the New Haven St. Patrick's Day. We have floats that have the 60-foot floats, and we have live bands on them. And it's really fun for the parades. The people love it. We actually won the last 4 years, the New Haven St. Patrick's Day Parade. We won Best Float the last 4 years.
Wow.
So we're
We'll have to
excited
have you in our Memorial Day parade.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't let Rita find out about that. She'll be all over you.
Yeah, we have the band, it's like, you have the regular marching bands, but when you have like a rock band going down the street.
Yeah, I know.
and we have the generator and, and it's pretty fun and exciting.
It's exciting.
Yeah. And the kids love it too, the kids, we have, in the St. Patrick's Day Parade, we had one float with our instructors, but we had one float with the Teach Kids Music band that went out to California, the one from our school, and they performed on the float as well. So we wanted to just come here to let you know about our business. We are interested in about what, support we could get, because obviously the first year of business is always going to be the toughest for us, because we got to build our clientele. I know that when we opened our other schools, that we did get some assistance from the cities with discounted property taxes for like a year. Wallingford also did like a half-price electricity because they have their own electric company, to help us get started. Wallingford was the first 5
5
years
years.
they gave us discounted electricity.
Yeah.
But, it does help us, if there's any assistance we could get in any way, because we do think it's a great area, and we really would love to, to have our school here, and it seems like there's a lot of great people. The times we've been around the area, it just seems like it's a really nice community.
Are we able to play the video? You guys wanted to show that video still?
Oh, yeah, this is,
Okay.
if you could play it, that'd be great. This is a video of the kids that actually performed in California in January. And you'll see the stage, it's amazing. And these kids were aged 9 to 14. That kid's 11. Yeah, so that's, those are the kids. I mean, and just to let you know, just that one group of kids, the drummer is autistic. And we do work with a lot of children on the spectrum, and we have great results. And the girl that was singing, she was 12 at that point. But when she came to us, she was 10. And you could tell her what happened.
She was extremely introverted, and we had a couple of the faculty from her school, at our school with their children, and one of them pulled us aside and said, everyone at the school was very concerned about her because they thought that she was a mute because she wouldn't talk. And through finding Rock House and her vocal lessons, she just found her voice and blossomed, and now she's killing it.
Yeah, she changed her life. And
killing it.
when you see stories like that, when music changes somebody's life, it's crazy.
It warms your heart. It really does.
Yeah.
It really does.
I mean, it really did. I mean, people were bullying her in school all the
Oh,
time, and
her
now
parents are so grateful.
like a rock star in school. Everyone wants to hang out with her. You know? So anyway, that's just a sampling of what we some of our students do. Like I said, we have a lot of students performing. We have right now between our schools we have 12 youth bands. We have 5 adult bands. And like I said, we have students playing at the Durham Fair. We have students playing at the East Haven Fall Fest, Celebrate Wallingford. We just did West Haven Concert Series. I mean, and they're headlining. They're not like kids opening up for things. They're that good that they're actually kids that are headlining it. I love it when people hear the music, when they're walking in to see the concert and they can't see the band yet, and they're like getting into it. They look over like, oh my God, those kids play it,
Very good.
Okay.
Good.
Any other questions?
Yeah, I have three quick ones for you. So how big a building are you looking for here in Rocky Hill, or space?
Well, the building that we're
Already
looking at
identified?
now is 4,500 square feet.
Okay, it's already been.
Yes, in the process.
Oh, you're in the process.
Yes. Yep. I don't. There's a building on the Silestine. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say what it is, but it's on the Silestine.
I think it was in the packet, what the address was.
Okay.
Okay.
Like eight something.
So,
And they do need to go to planning and zoning as well. So it hasn't been officially. Yeah. So.
Is that the last step? Planning and zoning?
I think planning and zoning, and then purchasing
Yeah.
the building. Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
So like under contract now, need to get approvals from planning and zoning.
Yeah.
We're not under contract yet.
Oh, okay.
We didn't sign the PSA yet, but we're close. We're working on it.
Had a couple changes.
We had a couple changes, with a couple things we're working on, and we also wanted to see how, if,
Yeah.
what kind of support we could get from you guys in Rocky Hill, and, to help us.
Yeah, so 4,500 square feet?
Yes.
That was it. Is there a big open area in there? Like,
Or do you have to renovate?
We are gonna renovate, we're
Yeah,
gonna have
that's
to
what I'm
renovate.
thinking.
There's,
Yeah.
it's weird, because it's a building, and then there's a back building.
Yeah.
There's like a back building behind it, and we're gonna make that back building, we plan on, if we do go forward with this, we'd make the back building like a performance area. And then, the other one will be separated to, for lessons and studios.
Yeah, so is it the front building is the one that kind of looks like a barn-ish
Yeah,
thing? And then that back building, so 2 separate buildings?
It's attached.
It's all attached.
It's attached.
Oh, it's all
All
okay.
connected, yeah.
Yeah, I was just looking at the street view, trying to figure out which one was which.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
This one.
that building.
Yeah. And then, so, yeah, my question was just, is there concert space inside? Do you do recital type, have people
No,
come in?
it wouldn't be doing recitals in there.
Yeah.
More, we would do band classes.
Yeah,
Band classes where they would, rehearse, yeah.
yeah. But it's not like we'll have, the typical recital where you've got everybody's parents come to watch the thing. So there's not room for
No.
50 people in
No,
there
no.
or something, right?
No, and again, we'd look for a place that we could do that, like in Wallingford, there's a place that would, what's the hall, the Grange. We have a hall there
Okay,
that we
yeah.
use. In West Haven, there's,
Community house.
well, the community house, they let us use, and there's another place, Music Back Then, that we use. And we do monthly performances, and we'd like to
Yeah.
do that up here as well, if everything
So
moves
that
forward.
might be at like a VFW type
Yeah,
hall.
something that
type
has a
like that.
stage, and in West Haven, they let us use the community house, and see, we purchased a small PA system that we were able to leave there.
Yeah.
Because it's just a lot if we had to keep moving all
Oh,
the
okay,
equipment
yeah,
there
you gotta
and
move
out
everything
every
in and
time.
out, yep.
They had a couple closets, they said, you know, they let us put everything in there, and we had a couple of our workers go there, open it up, and set it up, and it was open, you know, the open mics we do for our school are not just for our school, we leave them open to the community.
Yeah.
You know, if anybody in the community wants to, you know, it's all youth though, not like adults, these.
But so do you do the open mic on site? Or do you do the open mic somewhere else too? You just host it?
No, it's somewhere else, that's what I was
Yeah.
saying, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do the rehearsals, you know, like the band classes in the school, where they work together with a band director and they work on their performances and things.
Yeah.
And it's not just for kids, right? It can be for adults as well.
Now,
Right.
I'd say probably 35% is adults and 65 are children.
Okay.
Our oldest student is what, 76,
78.
78?
Yeah, he's in one of the bands. It's called Aches and Pains. They're all retired and they have the blast. They go.
That's
Going to open mic tomorrow.
Yeah, they're going to an open mic tomorrow. Yeah.
And you said some of the other ones you do, or at least when you kicked it off, you had like parking lot stuff. So do you do some stuff outside too?
Yeah, we did.
parties and things.
Yeah, we had in our parking lot in Wallingford. We had like an outdoor gala just to.
Just when you like
Grand
ribbon cut?
opening.
Yeah, grand opening thing. Yeah.
Well, in Wallingford, we actually we have a big, huge front porch on the front of our school in Wallingford, and we actually do a lot of porch concerts there, and the community loves it.
Yeah.
I don't know if we'd be able to do it because you know.
It's kind of hard playing next to a highway.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Tell you
unless
from experience, it's hard to maintain everybody's focus when there's loud traffic nearby. But
But although there
got a
is
lot of frontage.
there is a big parking lot in the back, and
Yeah.
there's three buildings. It's a condominium setup where there's three buildings that share the
Yeah.
water, the landscaping, the trash, and
Something else.
Yeah.
yeah. Anyway, the building in back is a tattoo parlor, and we know people that know the owners, and they were very excited at the thought of us going there because they would like to even run concerts. So maybe on the weekends we could do some in the back, you know, a little afternoon performance. I don't know.
The other locations that you have, are any of them in like dense residential areas?
The Wallingford one, and I mean, it's both of them are. The Wallingford one, we have a lawyer lawyer's office is on each side of the school.
Yeah.
And then residential down the side.
And we haven't got sued yet, so we're okay.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at, because you have, you know.
apartment building right there, too.
Stepney Place Apartments is right there. So I was just, if anybody else has ever complained about those loud kids next door, you know, or anything like that.
No, I mean, when we're doing our classes inside, it's pretty self-contained.
Yeah, because it's contained in there, and you know, those apartments near there are all, it's a brick building, so I mean, that's sound is
And I don't know what
kept
your,
out from there too, you know.
if you have sound restraints, but I mean, if we did something in the afternoon, like on a Saturday
Yeah.
afternoon at like 2:30
It
to
doesn't
4
matter,
o'clock, I mean, if we had a band playing there, is there any kind of restrictions you have with that?
I don't think so. I think it's only early in the morning. It would be the same as like cutting your grass before 6 a.m. or something.
Right.
It's like
I think
after
it's 7
9
a.m. and then
9
10.
9 or
I-
10
yeah.
p.m. or something like that.
Might be 9 or 10.
Past,
we'd be
past
considerate.
people's bedtimes. So
We'd be considerate and push the speakers away from the buildings too.
Right.
You know, we won't like point them right at them, you know, like, but I mean, it might be fun to have like, you know, maybe a monthly outdoor concert in the,
Yeah.
you know, that the tattoo parlor and us could have, that, you know, people could come and, you know, just a free concert to.
yeah, I mean, we don't have a lot of live music or public art in general in town. So
Yeah.
that would be good.
And you were saying about the art, nonprofit that you have.
Yeah.
In Wallingford, when we did our porch concerts, we had people that did art, and they did a little, like while we were doing the porch concert, they set up a little,
Tables.
tables of their artwork and for people to
Yeah.
look or buy, and
That's
so
great.
it might be something we
And
can
there's a lot
combine.
of foot traffic around there too, because the apartment complex right there and the ones that they're expanding behind that, the property that they're building out behind it too, there'll be a lot of people around
Yeah,
right there.
I think it would be a great thing for the community. The other thing is, like, if everything goes through and we do open, obviously we'd want to try to send a mailer out to the people in Rocky Hill. Is there any special ways of sending mailers out, or just through the post office, or is anything?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much, yeah, there's certainly working with the Chamber of Commerce to promote through there, but Rare Reminder is really like the only print in town
Or the Rocky Hill Life.
that goes into everybody's mailbox weekly. Doesn't cost a ton of money to run an ad in it.
Yeah,
And that's probably cheaper than sending a postcard, honestly, to everybody.
yeah.
Yeah, that's really the only like media that we have in town is Rare Reminder and Life.
Yeah, I mean, also like social media, that's maybe an obvious answer, but like if you guys were to move into that building, I'm sure like we could do something on our social media or like the town website to say like, hey, this is our new,
Yeah, and the town would obviously
right,
give her
so.
whatever we could.
But yeah, other than like newspapers and Middlesex Chamber, that's about it. But,
Maybe we could work a deal with the newspaper to see if we could pay them to insert the card in the paper.
You never know.
Yeah. So planning and zoning is another thing coming up. Do you have to like apply for a change of use or something like that?
Yeah, we were hoping to get into the August for a hearing, but because we haven't finalized the PSA yet, we couldn't put the sign out in time.
Oh, yeah.
So the owner didn't want us to put the sign out until we signed the PSA. So, yeah, so we're pushing it out to September one now. And then, hopefully we should be able to, we'd like to, if it gets too late in the year, have the grand opening for it, probably in the spring where it'd be a little nicer out, where we could do some more outside. And like I said, we do have several different, artists like the band Living Color. I did a CD and they played on my CD. And they're all like I said, my friend Doug Wimbish from Living Color lives in Hartford, but the other ones live in New York, not too far away, the other members. I'd like to maybe even see about getting them for a grand opening to come up and, make it a big thing, maybe do a ribbon cutting, have
Yeah.
famous guys come and play. And
What would let's say everything went through and you got the keys to the place, what would the turnaround time between when you actually open the doors would start bringing in students?
maybe 60 days.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you
we're-
didn't have to do like extensive renovations?
No,
like,
we
just maybe move some walls around
Yeah,
and type thing?
we got to move some. We got to take more taken down than putting up, to be
Yeah,
honest
yeah.
with you, because it was a tanning salon, so there's like a lot of like the little skinny,
Oh, yeah.
and we want to have more bigger rooms.
And paint it all black.
Yeah, and then they had a lot of special electricity put in there because I guess the tanning salon, they must have
I'm
different kind of
Sure
electricity.
it does, yeah.
So we'll be taking stuff out, taking walls down, taking electricity out, making it more open. They had a beauty salon there too. There's a lot of sinks, so we don't need a lot of sinks.
Yeah.
Other than that, we're gonna paint the outside, put a sign up, and get ready to rock.
Do you sell merchandise, any equipment, musical instruments? It's strictly a school.
No, it's just a good school.
And in your experience in West Haven or Wallingford, do you have any partnerships with the elementary schools, middle schools, or high schools, the music department, students, or?
We don't have a partnership with them, but we do different events with the different schools, and
The
we've,
community house with the Head Start program.
yeah,
Right.
yeah. West Haven, they have a lot of the programs at the community house, and we do work with the schools there, yeah.
Okay. All right, thank you.
All right. Anything else?
Very exciting.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hopefully, everything works out, and We have another new business in town.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you. I
Great.
appreciate
Thank
Yeah,
you.
Thank you.
Okay, and pretty much the last time on the agenda is other business, or any other discussion? Anybody? No? I guess we're all set. Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Bye.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Thanks, everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you for taking time.